What is up, AGZ gang? Now y'all boys, we're actually gonna get straight into this one because it might take a while because there are a few enchants to go over. We are going to be ranking the best enchant and the worst enchants, put them all in the table, etc. Now, I think I have only had pleasure of using about 3 enchants. I have not used, but I got wild. I got wild. And I traded it for my curved blade of winds, but that's not an enchant, that is a legendary. But I do know what wild does. You can hit multiple people at a time, and when you're getting ganked, yeah, that's really good. And then I've had yon shul, probably the worst enchant in the game, and I have seen the Heroism blessing enchant, and I know how crazy that is. So oh, and I've used metal as well. So pre-nerf metal, pre-nerf enchants in general, metal was actually really good. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification bells, get to 300 likes. Play my intro. Enchants. First, we do have the Obstruction. It's called Obstructions, right? Obstruction. We're gonna call it Obstruction enchant. The one that makes you swing faster. After nerf, it makes you swing 10% faster. So if you get this on a heavy weapon, pretty OP. Imagine heavy weapon having light weapon swing speed. Crazy. I'm not going to lie, crazy. Just up there, depending on what you have it on. If you have it on light weapon, it's really fast. So again, really good. But heavy weapon is really it. Being able to swing an almost invisible heavy weapon with a light weapon swing speed. We're gonna put it up there. I'm gonna put it at A tier because it's not like it does anything crazy. It just makes your swing speed faster and makes your sword in quote unquote invisible. It's definitely good. I guess it depends what you have it on. So I'd say like low S, high A, but there are better enchants, so I'm gonna put it high A. Remember, A is not bad at all. It just means it could be a bit better, but it's not quite there yet. Next, we do have, I'm pretty sure there's the Blaze enchant. Yes, this is the Blazing enchant. Now, Blazing, you have a 20% chance of lighting your opponent on fire. And if you have Flame enchant, if you have the flame casting element, the higher your flame charm, the more damage it does. So I guess it scales off of you having flame. So it's even better if you have flame. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's okay. But like, people can roll out of it anyways. Unless you get someone in a really good combo. Okay, unless you have Flame Charm. If you have Flame Charm, it just makes it a lot better because Flame Charm has the, if you flourish an enemy, it explodes and it deals extra damage, etc. But if you don't have Flame Charm, it's not that crazy. Personally, it's just a tad bit of extra damage. I'm gonna put it a high B. I don't think we could put it in the same category as Obstruction. No way. Next we have Bloodthirsty. Bloodthirsty. Bloodthirsty's been nerfed a bunch of times, right? But now where it's at, I'm pretty sure you deal 1% damage to yourself every swing you miss, and you drain blood from the person you're fighting. So before, if you had this on like a dagger, it'll drain a bunch of blood. Haven't seen Bloodthirsty after all the nerfs and stuff, so I'm not too sure how good it is right now. I'm gonna keep it S tier. This curse is a S tier. I still think Bloodthirsty still up there, regardless of all the nerfs. So yeah, it deals an extra 1.1 times damage and steals blood from your enemy. And if you miss the M1, it deals 2% of your health. Pretty sure they nerfed it to 1% of your health, but 2% is still good. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, I'm pretty sure. Extra damage and taking blood So what, like 3 or 4 M1 combos and they're out of blood completely. Once you're out of blood, you start losing hunger and thirst, and once you lose all your hunger and thirst, and it drains really fast, you lose actual, like, you take damage. You start taking damage till you die. Next we have the, I'm pretty sure this is the chilling enchant. Chilling enchant. So every M1 you do has a chance of freezing your opponent. Freezing your opponent in general is really good. I'm gonna put it up there. I don't know if it's better than Obstruction or worse than it. Freezing your opponent is pretty GG. You can pull off some crazy combos once they're frozen, but it's a chance at it. It's not always guaranteed, so we're gonna leave it low A, but it's definitely better than Blazing in my opinion. Next we have shul. You have a chance to deal 3 times damage. I have made a video on it. It's like the chances is very low. I'd say about a 5 if not a 10% chance to deal 3 times damage. Basically never procs. It makes a continuous loud sound, so you have to deal with that every time you pull out your sword. I'm pretty sure other players can hear it as well. Makes your weapon invisible when sheathed or put away. Wow. And it has a small chance to deal damage back to you as well. It's just garbage, dude. It's the worst curse in the game. It's the worst enchant in the game, period. Like, nothing is worse than this. I cannot lie to you. shul is useless. It's just a big So next we have, this looks like the third. Okay, so this is the third. Attacks do damage over time instead of instantly. Cannot be out healed by campfire or potions. 3 times damage buff is given. Stop changing this. Okay, so apparently the effects have changed over the past couple weeks. So as of right now, it deals damage over time, which is really weird. Not too sure. I haven't seen anyone with it. I haven't seen this in action. Again, they have changed the way most of the enchants work, so we don't know if this was affected or not. If it deals damage over time, let's say you're in a fight and you deal a bunch of damage to someone, but you lose the fight and he gets a health pack, and then his health just starts going away, that could be crazy, and then he knocks from that, and then you get back up and kill him. I don't know. I'm not too sure how it would work, but we're gonna put this down here. I don't know. We're gonna leave it with Blazing. We're gonna leave it down there with Blazing. Put it along the same category because we're not too sure how it works. Next we have Detonation. It requires you to have the charge of Detonation hitting your opponent. So when you hit your opponent, it charges your Detonation. So I'm pretty sure you have to M1 them a certain amount of times for it to detonate, which isn't bad. If your opponent's health is low enough, you can get executed from exploding. I'm pretty sure they nerfed this one heavy. Detonation used to be every M1, but now your M1s have stacks, and that's pretty weird. So Detonation, I don't know, man. I'm gonna put it high B, because if you actually have to stack your M1s, there's a chance you might not even get to M1 because you're getting parried every time and you just lose without proccing it once, which is pretty trash. I'm not gonna lie, that's really bad. Honestly, what's the point of getting that? Next enchant we have here is Gluttony. Gluttony attacks steal moderately high amounts of the target's thirst and hunger. 1 flourish will fully steal all water and hunger. Wow, Gluttony is pretty gluttonous. Okay, so 1 flourish. So 1 flourish is 3 M1s. If you land 3 M1s, takes all the water and thirst, which means your screen's completely blurry. And I'm pretty sure once you lose all your hunger and thirst, over time you start losing blood. And it's even worse if you're fighting in the water and you lose all your hunger and thirst, your blood starts going down quick. Once your blood is all gone, your health starts going down even quicker. So if you're fighting someone in water with Gluttony, you're almost guaranteed, and especially if you have fishermen and scuba drowner and you swim faster in water, crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put Gluttony high A. I want to put it S as well. I'm not gonna lie, Gluttony is kind of crazy, dude, especially depending on the circumstance. If you're fighting in water, Gluttony's OP. Oh gosh. I'm gonna leave it low S. because that's really good. I don't think y'all boys got to think about that. If you're fighting someone in water, Gluttony is really good. Bungee Gum, your M1s have a chance to pull people back in or whatever, pulling them towards you. Mid, so mid. I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather have anything else other than this. Bungee Gum is trash. I'm so sorry if you like this. Now we have the Heroism blessing. The more HP you have, the more damage you do. If you have 4 HP, you're dealing almost 25% more damage. I have seen people go crazy to Heroism and Enchant. I think if I can still find the clip of my boy using it, he beats someone what, almost 10-20 levels higher than him when he has the Enchant on his light, on his daggers, bro. Heroism Enchant's definitely up there. It's good in all situations. There's no downsides to it. Just good. This good. It's just good. Apparently people are saying remove this enchant from the game. Whoever's saying that, skill issue. Is hard enough to get enchants, and out of all the enchants, you just have to get lucky and roll. The more enchants that are in the game, the harder it is to roll something good. So yeah, we're just gonna keep that up there. Now we have this is Curse of the No Life King. Gives insanity on hit, fast passive regen. Even in combat, equipping this makes your blood bar stained permanent. Doubles blood loss. Okay, and you double your blood loss, which means if you get hit again, this is one of those things, if you get hit by a dagger user a lot of times, you're gonna suffer if your blood loss goes down that quick. It's kind of sounding like it's not even worth equipping this. And I know if you're in the depths, there's a chance, if you equip this, there's a chance your head will actually just blow off. So again, that is an L. But it does good damage. I'm gonna put it low A. Now the drawbacks are way better than the benefits, and that's why I put it low A. If I had to pick any of the curses, I would not pick No Life King. It's just not worth it. Not worth it at all. Next we have Grim. Grim, the stacks your M1. So each M1 stacks. You get a each M1 will do more damage. So if, I'm not too sure if they nerfed it. Did they nerf Grim? But I do know you get a fear stack on every M1, and if your first M1 will deal normal damage, second one will do a lot more damage, and your third one will do even more damage. And if your opponent just keeps getting hit, he's gonna keep dying. I'm gonna put Grim up there. I really do like Grim. In my opinion, is definitely one of the best enchants in the game. Next we have Metal. Pre-nerf, this was really good. Now an M1 only takes 5% and you gain 5%. So you probably need to M1 someone to drain all their armor bar. You gotta get at least 3 or 4 M1 M1s. Not 3 or 4 M1s. 3 or 4 M1 combos. So M1 flourish. After flourish, that'll take 15%. So I don't know. I think I'll put Metal really low. I'll put Metal down here with Bungee Gum. Metal's really down there with Bungee Gum. I'm not like, right now it's just not worth it. You gain yeah. Next we have Providence of Storm. I don't really care for this enchant. Never have, never will. Increase M1 speed drastically. Any posture damage that the other person inflicts will be reflected back to them. Oh really? Also removes movement speed penalties. You can swing heavy weapons as fast as light weapons to reference. I don't think Providence of Storm does that. But again, I've never seen anyone use it. But if this is true, that's pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I'll put it up there. I'll really put it up there if that's actually what it does. That's pretty stacked. That is very stacked. Not pretty stacked. That is very stacked. Next we have Providence Fawn. Providence Fawn is really good. Really good. I had a Providence Fawn dagger that I traded, but again, it was for light weapon, and I just don't like for light weapons. Now, I saw a clip of a Providence Fawn does like every parry you do deals parryable light damage to the opponent you've damaged. So every time you parry, it does damage. I think it scales off of some sort of stat. And I saw a freshie beat Primadon, I think in 3 or 4 minutes because of the parries. Providence Fawn. Shit, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good if you're parrying, especially, bro, this game is literally parry. I'm gonna put it low S tier. I'm gonna put Providence Fawn low S tier. This was one of the most underrated enchants in the game. I'm telling you. Do not skip. Do not miss out. Do not sleep on Providence Fawn. You'll regret it. Seer steals first up to 1/3 of your damage. Stealing first is cool, but it's not that great. I'm gonna put it low B. Low B. Yeah. No, I'm gonna stick with that. Stone's pretty crazy. Just think of Stone as unlimited posture breaks. Unlimited posture breaks. Now I'm not too sure if it deals 25% posture damage to opponents if they're not blocking. Your weapon deals posture damage and physical damage in one swing. 2 birds and 1 stone. 2 birds and 1 stone. Even if you hit them, it still does posture damage to them. That's pretty stacked. And what does that mean? It means you deal more block breaks. You know when they're completely block broken? Yeah. I'm gonna put that mid-tier A. People sleep on stone, but imagine having light weapon and heavy weapon with stone. Yeah, I know. Pretty stacked, dude. Pretty stacked, dude. Alright, cool. So next we have Storm. Increases M1 stun. Okay. Red light and purple lightning after the shock. In the rain, every M1 will summon a bolt of lightning on the opponent. Increases the damage by 50%. 50% damage only increases in the rain. Is this true? Because I thought all it does is add some sort of thunder shock after effect after M1 in the rain. If that's true, if it deals 50% bonus damage in the rain, even though it only rain, the game only makes it rain when it's inconvenient. But if this is true, I'm gonna put it up here, bro. Maybe even a high tier A, because it doesn't always rain. Other than that, it's not all that. Increase M1 stun. I mean, that's good, but it's like, okay, dude. It's not that crazy in my opinion. Regardless of that, except for these 3 down here, every enchant in the game is good. So don't even worry about it, dude. Okay, so Tainted Sorrow. After connecting the M1, you'll be able to pull your target towards you pressing R. After a full M1 combo, M1's landed afterwards will fling your opponent upwards. Oh shit, that's pretty stacked, dude. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of those enchants that actually requires you to have skill to use. But I'm gonna put it up there. Because that, if you pull that off, if you pull off a full M1 string, but then again, who are you really landing a full M1 string on? Especially high tier gameplay. Like maybe if you're fighting fresh spawns, you're landing full M1 combos, but high level players don't usually slip up that badly. But assuming you did pull it off and you pulled off a full combo and pulling your target back towards you after a full M1 combo, pretty stacked. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're gonna keep it there. Assuming you're capable of pulling off those combo strings, that's actually very OP. We got Curse of the Umbral Knight. It's just really good. Okay, this is really good. You do now. I don't have a clip. I didn't clip it, but during testing, someone that had the Umbral Knight on an Enforcer axe was hitting me, and the shadows after every M1 would hit me as well. Basically what it does, so you're dealing extra M1 damage. Now it doesn't deal that, you don't have the shadow effect, it just deals the extra damage, and you need to grip at least 1 person every day. Now I don't know what happens if you go AFK from the game for a week and you come back. Do you get eaten straight away, or do you have like an hour time limit? Do you need to like grip someone within the next hour, or you're gonna die or get sent to the depths? We do not know. However, I don't think anyone that has the enchant wants to risk that. But however, I'm gonna put it up there with S. Umbral Knight is very good in my opinion. Just is really up there. Next we have Vampirism. Vampirism is basically Bloodthirsty but with no drawbacks and better, in my opinion. So basically every M1 regenerates a portion of your HP. Heals slightly less from hits towards players. So it's better in PvE than it is PvE. It's better in PvE than it is PvP. In my opinion, is up there. Heal every M1. And if you have some cracked skill set, you have some bloodless gems, you're basically a healing machine. Okay. And then next we have Wild Enchant. If you're getting ganked, you hit multiple people with your enchant at the same time. It's pretty up there. I'm gonna keep it low S. Simple as that. That is the table. I personally think mine is pretty good. The only things that I think are bad are the ones on B and below. And even then, B is still better than nothing. So C and below is terrible. You may as well just try your best to find better trades for it. Being above, honestly keep it or trade it for what you're looking for. As simple as that. Maybe not B. A and above, you're stacked. B and below, whatever, dude. You may as well quit the game.